Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the best interest rates for November 2024. Whether you're trying to grow your savings or snag the best deal on a loan, this video is for you. We'll be breaking down the top rates for savings accounts, CDs, mortgages, personal loans, and credit cards. Because remember guys, even a small difference in interest rates can add up to thousands of dollars over time. That's money that could be going straight into your pocket, so grab your coffee, because we're about to uncover the best interest rates this November and help you make those dollars work harder for you. Let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off with savings accounts. Now, you know I'm all about putting your money to work, and a high-yield savings account is one of the easiest ways to do that. Right now, in November 2024, the national average interest rate for a savings account is sitting at a measly 0.5%. Seriously? That's like trying to climb Mount Everest with flip-flops on. You're not going to get very far. But don't worry, because I've got you covered. We're not settling for mediocre returns here. I've done the research, and there are some online banks out there like Ali Bank and Marcus by Goldman Sachs that are offering interest rates of up to 4% or even higher. Think about that for a second. That's 8 times higher than the national average. That means if you've got $10,000 sitting in a traditional savings account, you're earning a measly $50 a year. But move that same $10,000 to a high-yield account and you're looking at $400 or more in interest. That's the power of optimizing your finances, people. But here's the thing, these rates are always changing. That's why it's crucial to stay updated and shop around for the best deals. And don't be afraid to negotiate with your bank. The worst they can say is no. So if you're serious about growing your money passively, ditch those low-yield accounts and jump on these high-yield savings accounts. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Now, let's talk about CDs or certificates of deposit. These are a great option if you're looking for a safe and predictable way to invest your money for a fixed period of time. Think of it like this. You're loaning your money to the bank for a set term, say 6 months, a year, or even 5 years, and in exchange they agree to pay you a fixed interest rate that's typically higher than what you'd get with a regular savings account. The catch? You can't touch your money during that term without paying a penalty. But on the flip side, you're guaranteed that interest rate, no matter what happens in the market. It's like locking in your gains, which can be super valuable in a volatile market. Now, in November 2024, CD rates are actually looking pretty attractive. You can find some short-term CDs like 6-month or 1-year CDs, offering rates around 4.5% to 5%, while longer-term CDs like 5-year CDs are going for as high as 5.5% or even 6%. Again, these rates are constantly fluctuating, so it's crucial to do your research and compare offers from different banks. Don't just settle for the first rate you see. Shop around, negotiate, and make sure you're getting the best possible return on your investment. And remember, CDs are a great option for short-term savings goals, like a down payment on a house or a new car. So if you've got some cash you won't need for a while, consider locking in a great rate with a CD. Alright, so we've talked about growing your money, but what if you're looking to buy a house or refinance your current mortgage? Well, you're in luck because November 2024 is shaping up to be a pretty decent time to dive into the mortgage market. Now I know what you're thinking, mortgage rates have been on a bit of a roller coaster ride lately, but the good news is they've cooled down a bit from their highs and we're seeing some competitive rates out there. As of right now, you can find 30-year fixed-rate mortgages hovering around the 6% to 6.5% range, while 15-year fixed-rate mortgages are sitting a bit lower, around 5.5% to 6%. Now, these rates might seem a bit high compared to the ultra-low rates we saw a couple of years ago, but believe me, they're still pretty competitive historically. But here's the thing, your interest rate is only one piece of the puzzle. Your credit score, down payment, debt-to-income ratio, all of these factors play a huge role in determining the interest rate you qualify for. That's why it's crucial to work on improving your financial health. You even think about applying for a mortgage. Boost that credit score, pay down your debt, and save up a solid down payment. The better your financial profile, the better interest rate you'll snag, which can save you tens of thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And don't be afraid to shop around and compare offers from different lenders. Each lender has its own criteria and risk tolerance, so you might find that one lender is willing to offer you a better rate than another. Okay, now let's talk personal loans. These can be a lifesaver if you need to consolidate debt, cover an unexpected expense, or even fund a big purchase. But just like with any loan, it's crucial to snag the best interest rate possible. The good news is that personal loan rates are generally lower than credit card interest rates, making them a more affordable way to borrow money. However, the exact interest rate you'll qualify for depends on a few factors, including your credit score, income, and debt-to-income ratio. Now, in November 2024, we're seeing some pretty competitive personal loan rates out there. For borrowers with excellent credit, rates can be as low as 7% or even lower. But even if your credit isn't perfect, you can still find decent rates, typically in the 10% to 15% range. But here's the key. Don't just settle for the first offer you get. Just like with mortgages, it's essential to shop around and compare offers from different lenders. Online lenders, traditional banks, and credit unions all offer personal loans, and their rates and terms can vary widely. When you're comparing offers, pay close attention to the APR, or annual percentage rate. This includes not just the interest rate but also any fees or charges associated with the loan. So make sure you're comparing apples to apples and choosing the loan with the lowest APR. And remember, personal loans should be used responsibly. Don't borrow more than you can afford to repay, and make sure you have a solid plan for managing your debt. Alright, let's wrap things up with credit card interest rates. Now I'm going to be straight with you. Credit cards can be a slippery slope. If you're not careful, those high interest rates can really eat into your finances. Right now, the average credit card interest rate is hovering around a whopping 20%. That's insane. That means if you're carrying a balance of $5,000, you're looking at paying over $1,000 in interest alone each year. But here's the thing, you don't have to be a slave to credit card debt. There are ways to avoid those sky-high interest rates and actually use credit cards to your advantage. First and foremost, always pay your balance in full and on time every month. This is the golden rule of credit card management. When you pay your balance in full, you avoid interest charges altogether. It's like getting a free loan from the credit card company. Now, if you do find yourself carrying a balance, don't panic. There are a few things you can do to lower your interest rate. First, consider transferring your balance to a credit card with a lower introductory APR. Many credit cards offer 0% APR for the first 12 to 18 months, which can give you some breathing room to pay down your debt interest-free. Another option is to call your credit card company and negotiate a lower interest rate. You'd be surprised how often this works. The worst they can say is no, right? And lastly, if you're struggling to manage your credit card debt, don't be afraid to seek help from a financial advisor or credit counseling agency. They can help you create a plan to pay down your debt and get your finances back on track. There you have it, folks. The best interest rates for November 2024, broken down so you can make the most of your money. Remember, even small differences in interest rates can add up big time over the long run. So, stay informed, shop around, and don't be afraid to negotiate for the best deals. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more financial tips and tricks. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best investment you can make is in yourself. See you in the next video.